So you're thinking about selling your place and buying another place, but you're really nervous how all that's going to pan out. What do? Let's get started. All right, so you're thinking about making this move, and the goal is to avoid what's called the double move. I don't want to have to sell my place, go rent a place, then move again, or go into an Airbnb and move again, whatever the case may be. So what are 3 things you need to do to really hone in on this goal? First and foremost, don't focus on selling for the second, focus on the buy. What are you going to buy? What location? What kind of property? Move-in ready? Or is it a fixer? What are your payments gonna look like? Basically, let's really hone in on what your future holds. Then you can work backwards on selling, right? Because what if you find out that you can't sell your house for high enough to cover the down payment or whatever the case may be? That's why you need to think a step ahead. The second thing to think about is, what are you gonna list your house for? So the reality is you have to be much more realistic for a couple of reasons. One, just because of the market we're in, but 2, and more importantly, you have to find a buyer that's gonna be willing to play ball, right? Who's gonna be willing to say, fine, seller, take your time on buying the next place, whatever the case may be. So if it's one of those things where maybe you actually price your home lower in the hopes to get a bidding war, get that leverage in there, right? If you have 3, 4, 5 offers, you can say, hey, look, I'm gonna take your offer because you're gonna give me more time to find the next place. And then the third thing to keep in mind is all about the timing. What do you do first? Well, it's very difficult if you're looking to buy a place and you write an offer contingent on the sale of your home and your home's not on the market yet. If you're the seller on the other end, you're like, well, I don't even know if you're gonna get your price. Maybe you will, maybe you won't, but we don't know because it's not there. Or do you have a listing agreement in place? Do you have professional photos? Are you even ready to launch? Right? So you have to figure out the timing for everything, and it can be nerve-wracking. It's going to be stressful. I've done it multiple times with clients, and so far, knock on something, all of my clients have been able to buy at or below list. And that's because they went through my personal strategic buying strategy, which gave them the leverage to sell their place and make that move. So I'd love to get your thoughts. What's been the most stressful if you had to sell your place and buy another? This, of course, is all at a very high level. We'd have to get into the nitty-gritty because every property and situation is different, but I'd love to get your thoughts. Comment below, and I'll talk to you guys later.